Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. This is the Diamond to Emerald group. I don't know, I think I had like sugar or something. I'm really hyper. So tonight we're gonna do another kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone. So we're going to talk about goals and what your goals are for the month, where you are at now, and what you're going to do to reach them. So obviously, setting up goals so you know where you're going in the future. I really like the quote from, I think it was The Compound Effect, or I think it was The Compound Effect, where they were, someone's driving in the car and, you want to go somewhere and they ask the person like, oh, where were you going? And the guy's like, I don't know. And they just like end up driving around to nowhere. That's kind of like with your life. If you don't have goals to where you want to be in the future, how are you supposed to get there? So your goals are kind of like the destination, and our daily activities are kind of like the directions, like turn right, turn left, go straight. So it's really important to make sure that you have them and really write them down. I know it sounds super silly, like, well, I know what they are. Why do I have to write them down? I swear to you, they honestly like come true when you write them down, when you like put it paper to pen. I think it's in this book that I have. I just write it all down. Let me see if I can find like some super old ones that we can all laugh at. And it's a good way to then, if you're at the end of the month and you look back and you're like, okay, these are my goals. Did I hit them? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. What did I do this month to reach those goals? Or no, I didn't. What did I not do? So let's see, June 3rd of 2014, I had Start Mom Challenge Group, get Insanity participants, coaches from other programs, hit Success Club 10, I don't even know what that other one meant, help Twin Club moms understand what Beachbody is all about. So I actually went to like my aunt's Twins Club and did like a shake and share. And after that one, I actually went on Google and and Googled like all the mom clubs in New Jersey, and I emailed every single one of them. And I got one other mom's group to let me come in, and it was an absolute fail. It was horrible. Nobody, they brought their kids. Their kids were like screaming, running around. I know I'm kind of going on a tangent, but to say that was a huge failure of mine. Let's see. Then I wrote, learn from Las Vegas, soak it all in, have fun, meet as many people as you can, be open and outward. So that was like right before I think I went to my first summit in Las Vegas, and I was like scared as crap because I didn't know what I was doing at that point. So, looking back at that now, I'm like, wow, I really came a long way. Danielle, I know I'm like chit-chatting up a storm, but do you have anything to say about goal setting? And then me and you can maybe just go over our goals for the month.
Sure. I'm huge on goal setting. I really, really believe bringing that pen to paper. I do it probably a little too much. I actually have a calendar, and on the side of my calendar, like, one of those notebooks that have each month, it says like notes, and I write out my monthly goals on those notes every month. I also, every Sunday night, my alarm goes off at 6 p.m. to rewrite my goals for the week. And then I have 3-month goals and 6-month goals that I've written out previous, but I really think it's important to write those goals out, actually put it pen to paper, make them real, and you're putting it out there in the universe. I really love Zig Ziglar for this type of stuff, like setting goals. One of my favorite things that he says, people today complain of lack of time. It's not lack of time that's the problem. It's lack of direction. Are you a wandering generality, or are you a meaningful specific? So basically, he's talking about if you don't have a target, you're not going to hit one. You have to have a target. If you're just saying like, you're just going to be a coach, well, that's great. But if you don't actually set goals for yourself, there's no way that you'll ever hit those goals. And he also talks about how there's some risk involved in setting goals, because ultimately, if you don't hit those goals, sometimes it can be a negative feeling. But what I try to do is those goals that I don't hit, I try to come up with a better formula for the next week or the next month and really take a look at what was holding me back or what I didn't do. And that's when that BAT tracker comes in. I know sometimes we forget it. I forget it myself. I forget to fill it out. But every time that I forget to fill that out and then I do it the following week, it's literally like zooms right in, like you didn't do this that week, it shows you exactly what you're doing and what you're not doing. Therefore, you'll be able to do all those things better the following week. So basically, that's how I set my goals. Like I said, I'm big on writing on them down. And recently, I was just telling Rose before you guys jumped on here that I wrote a post out the other day, and I've been writing this in my books a lot, that I wanted to mentor two like-minded coaches like myself that are ready to just go for it. And I've been writing that out for I don't know how long. I put it out on a post, and that's exactly what's happening this month. So it does really work. It's that positive mindset where you're asking the universe for something by putting it out and writing those goals out, and therefore it's obtainable. So write those goals.
And I have another little car analogy too, is I know when I always gotten a new car, like a Honda, I have a Honda Civic, I would never, before I got that car, I never noticed any other cars out there. But once I got it, I'm like, holy crap, so many other people have Honda Civics. Or if your friend gets a new car and you've never really seen them, and then all of a sudden all these people have the car. It's not that there are more cars out there all of a sudden, they were out there, you just didn't notice it. So when your mind is aware of it, then it knows to look for those certain things. So even sometimes I'll write down, I've done this, I write down qualities of coaches that I want to bring on my team. So that way I'm looking for those qualities in people. I'm not looking for the negative stuff. Have you ever had a best friend who just keeps getting the same awful guy over and over, and you're hitting your head against the wall, hello, get away from that. But it's they're focusing on all the negative stuff that they don't want, instead of saying, this is what I do want, and looking and going for that. Okay, so I'll go first with my goals for the month. Obviously, I want to hit Success Club 15 in my account. It's a cup month, so I really want to just hit it hard right off the bat. And I want to, I'm a leader on that cup team, so I want to set the example for my team. I also want to hit Success Club 5 in Dave's account, because getting free leads from his account is just awesome, having it in 2 accounts. Being 4-star in my first business center, keep Dave at 1-star diamond. At just diamond, and having Allison and Aileen be diamond in his account. Making $2,500 per week consistently, and bringing on 5 new business builders for the month. So from each of those things, I kind of break down, okay, so in order for me to get CS 15 in my account, what do I have to do? So this month, I planned kind of really early, and I'm already sitting at Success Club 6. So we opened up a clean free eating. We did that. We're doing it right now with our cup team. And that group is going awesome. Everyone is posting and super, super enthusiastic about it. So at the end of that group, we're going to, obviously post to people, all right, we're starting our 30-day group, August 24th. If you want to continue on and learn even more and blah, 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 join us. So I think that will definitely get us more Success Club points rolling in. I'm doing, my business webinar. I did it last week, and I got 2 new business builders just from that. I'm going to do it again at the end of the month to bring in more business builders. What else? So I also, like, I'll write those little things on my whiteboard here. I have kind of just things I want to get done. So on my whiteboard, I just have, you know, simple things like from the bat, invite new coaches, follow up with existing customers, new coach announcements. Not really sure what that meant. I'm like really trying, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but I'm really working hard on having like pretty pictures using, what am I using? PicMonkey. So I'm really like just trying to make things more professional for, you know, Facebook. Like I want people to be like, wow, like Rose is taking this like coaching thing seriously because this is going to be my full-time job. So I don't want to look like I'm half-assing everything. What else do I have? I want to write a 1, 3, 5-year goal and vision board. Kind of like something like Danielle said. In one of our larger groups, we actually wrote down, you know, where we want to be in like 3 months. Where do we want to be in 5 months? Where do we want to be in 9 months? And where do we want to be in a year? I haven't looked at that recently, but I think it'll be pretty interesting to actually go back and look at that. You remember that, Danielle?
Yes, I do. And I have looked at it and it freaked me out. Literally. Like,
what was the name of that group?
I think it was, I don't even know.
I don't even know. It was one of Lisa's.
But it was Lisa's group, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it actually, like, I went through it and I crossed out like 20 things that checked off.
That's awesome.
It was pretty freaky, pretty amazing when you can set some goals.
Definitely. So I like literally like write down, I just want to show them really quick and then you can go, Danielle. Like I write like April 2014 goals and just write down the page. Lately I've kind of just been doing it on my computer since that's kind of easier for me, but whatever works for you. All right, Danielle.
First and foremost, I will tell you who really got me into setting goals is I did the Chalene Push Challenge. It's free and it's awesome. And because of her, I am addicted to, it's called A Note. And basically, I get these little folders here. And the first one says like, okay, this is what I have to do today. This is what I have to do weekly. And this is where I write my Sunday goals in. Now my monthly and my 3 months and 6 months, I like to put those on paper. But for this month, we are in the Team Cup, like Rose says, and I'm also a leader. And one of my challenges for my Team Cup group is to get 100 no's this month. So that means I am asking an abundance of people, like a bunch of people, no matter what, and I'm putting 5 invitations out a day for a challenge group, and I'm going to try to get as many no's as I possibly can. Therefore, it takes out the whole stigma of getting a rejection. It doesn't mean anything. Usually when I get no's, those people kind of are still watching me, or they come back around in a few months. So a no doesn't mean a closed door to me. I want to really mentor my 2 new coaches and get them to Emeralds, and mentor my current coaches and get them to Diamond, which would get me to a 2-star Diamond. I also plan to hit Success Club 15. I'm at Success Club 4 because, like Rose says, I have set these goals. I have been inviting. I want to get my husband's account to Success Club 5. And I'm working to find him some business builders and get him to Diamond as well. I'm also really promoting right now my Insanity class, my first Insanity class at Rowan University, which I just got. Hoping this kind of opens up a whole new group of people that'll follow me and watch my fitness journey and eventually, want to join this crazy lifestyle that we all lead. Like I said, how I plan to get to all those things, I'm inviting 5 people a day. I'm making sure that I invite 5 people to the business a week. And some weeks are better than the others, I have to say. But I'm doing it in private messaging. I'm doing it, when I'm just talking to people. It's so crazy. I was babysitting the other day, and somebody came to the door and was trying to get donations for an animal organization. And I told him that I was a Beachbody coach, and we actually exchanged cards. So one of my goals is just, if the opportunity brings itself, I'm going to invite people personally to my challenge group. I'm not just going to hide behind a computer on Facebook all the time. I really want to do this one-on-one as well. I'm out there. My kids are in sports. So that's another one of my goals, is to really just open myself up personally and be able to talk to people without my computer. And that's pretty much it. So I guess we'd like to hear your goals for this month and how you plan to get them. So who wants to go first? All right, Kristen, you're up.
All right, can you guys hear me? We good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I would like to hit Success Club 10 in mine and 5 in my husband's, because I didn't hit Success Club last month and I was super disappointed. But last month I really did do everything that I could have. Like, I invited people, I followed up with people, I did the works. But this, I'm just going to hustle 10 times harder this month and see what I need to do. Because in the past week, I have been slacking a little bit on inviting more people, because I've been working on the clean eating group and then my new challenge group. So I have to work on multitasking better than I'm doing. I do want to help. I have my first active coaches last month joined. So one of them is my best friend, and she would love to quit her second job that she just has as extra income. So working on getting her to Emerald this month. She actually is talking to someone about selling her first challenge pack in the first couple days that she's been doing this. So I'm so super proud of her. And then working with the other one is another athletic trainer like myself. So she's doing 2 days for football. So I'm kind of pushing her a little bit to kind of do that and this at the same time. So hopefully we can get her to Emerald too. And then I need some couple more discount coaches and all that to get to Diamond, which would be awesome. So I just have to do that extra push to get people to come in. But I have a lot of interest in the groups that I'm doing right now, which is kind of exciting, because last month at the end was kind of a bummer when I had a bunch of people like, yeah, I want to do it. And then they didn't do it. So I just have to push a little extra harder, but I'm learning a lot from you guys on how to push without being pushy. So that's my goal.
Writing all those names down of the people that are saying no?
Yeah. And I save them all. I don't delete any conversations that I have with people, just so I remember like where I was with them.
Yeah, because those people will come back.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely will, especially the people that are like, oh, I can't afford it or whatever. They're going to eventually be able to afford it. Especially because since I've been posting pictures of myself, which at first I was like, oh my God, but I just, you know what, just do it. Just post it and get over that fear. And I actually got a lot of feedback from it, so which was nice.
I was going to say, do you see the difference when you do post something with you rather than just like a quote or something?
Yeah, you definitely do, because people want to see your results and that it's working, and it's definitely working. And that's another thing I probably have to work on extra this month is I'm probably like 80% doing what I should with my diet, and that'll probably be another thing I have to work on this month for myself, is doing better with that.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot, we kind of didn't touch upon personal goals as well, but definitely you want to be making some personal goals too for your health and fitness. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Welcome.
I feel like we're in AA. I don't even know what they say.
Hi, my name is Kirsten, and I have an issue.
I'm addicted to Beachbody. I swear, I didn't take E&E tonight. I don't know what is going on. All right, who's up next?
Me. Can you hear me? I'm wearing these headphones. I don't know.
Yeah, you look like a professional, Allison.
Well, I'm at my mom's and they're watching a debate downstairs and the baby's sleeping. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I actually wrote down goals. This is the first month I wrote down some goals, but it's on my fridge at home. But I do remember them. I want to hit Success Club 10 in my account and 5 in my husband's. So right now I'm on 4 in mine. But the people I'm talking to this month, they either already have the fix or already have T25 or already have a product, or their brother-in-law is burning them a product, or they just don't, I don't know, they're just giving me excuses in the runaround. And I'm just like, every single person I'm talking to, this is what I'm getting so far this month. So, I mean, I did so well last month with the Success Club points. So I'm like, it's a cut month. But, so I'm going to work a little bit harder and talk to more people and see what goes on. I also wanted to sign at least 3 more coaches, whether it be discount coaches or coaches that actually want to actually do the business. I signed 2, and the 2 that I signed this month just wanted the discount for Shakeology, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I have 1 more that I will hit my goal. And I want to get to Diamond, and I want to get my husband to Emerald. So I'm going to just going to talk to more people, just put myself out there. I've been messaging people that I haven't really talked to in a while, friending new people and writing them messages and seeing how they are. So I'm just really trying to push. Those are my goals.
What are you at this month, Allison?
4.
That's really good. Don't get discouraged. We are, I'm at 4 too. When you first come out, sometimes you just come out, with guns blazing, and it works out really great for you. Mm-hmm. So don't look at last month's numbers and compare them to this. It's the 6th day of all.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
It's the 6th day.
And it's like, with the post, like, nobody ever, like, people like my post, but like I get like 5 or 6 like a night. Like somebody, like the biggest post that I've gotten so far in Beachbody was about my hair. Like nobody cares like about what I'm posting, I feel like, except for
maybe you need to really take a look at it and see what content you're putting out. You know what I mean? Like, I would look at what is working and what you get the most from and write those out and, use those. I had the same problem at once, and I really had to look at like, okay, well, what's people actually liking? And they weren't liking like they wanted to know what was actually happening in my life. Like when I was being open and being honest, like that's what got the most likes. And like Rose says, when your pictures look really professional, even if you're just using an app, a filter or a color or something that makes a picture pop really goes a long way. But I definitely wouldn't get discouraged, just, okay, that was your plan. Maybe it wasn't working out. Now you just need to revise it a little bit. Take a look at what you're posting, what's working, what's not. Take a look at your times. Timing is everything. Are you posting too much? Are you only posting 3 times a day, or is it more? Maybe people are just like, it's too much in their news feed. Just really, really track what's going on. And just remember, all those people that you're talking to that are having excuses, they'll do it when they're ready. You're always in their back pocket. You leave on a positive note, and time will tell you those people come back around.
Thank you.
And I have to say too, because Allison's my coach, when she started, I don't think she had much belief in herself. But then she just did the work. And what did you end up with last month? Like Success Club 15?
15 at mine and 4 at my husband's.
That is freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was a good
So
month.
you're doing something right. Whether people honestly are liking it or not, they're seeing it, they're believing in you. And you just kind of have to start believing in yourself. And I think you feel that a little bit more than you did last month.
Yeah.
I also have another car analogy. I don't know where they're coming from. But if you were in a car and you were constantly looking in your rear view mirror and that's all you did was look backwards, you freaking crashed, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why our front window is so huge, because if we kept looking, and that's why our rear window is so small, if we kept looking back, we're just going to crash. So you just have to keep looking forward and keep just doing what you're doing, because, I mean, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking at your post right now, and you're crazy. You're fine. You're fine. You're good. Don't worry about it. These are all good stuff. Your pictures are good. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Next.
I'll go.
All right, you're on.
All right. So I wrote some goals down as Danielle was first talking when we first started the call. And I've already actually changed one of them. My first goal, I wrote hit Success Club 5, which I hit last month for the first time, and it really excited me. But I've changed that now to hit Success Club 10 this month, because I think that's a much better goal. And at first when I wrote hit Success Club, I actually wrote Success Club 10 would be awesome. But I was kind of doubting myself. But the more I'm listening to the call and listening to everyone's goals, I think that that's possible. So my next goal is to sign one new coach. I want to get Josh's account to Success Club 5. And I want to start a 21-day fit club. I had posted about this last night. I want to get a fit club going for the firefighters in Josh's fire company. So I'm going to talk to the guy who's the captain of the company and see if we can arrange something. And I'd like to do it this month so that I can get the Success Club points. And awesome. I think that's it.
Yeah. Andrea reached out to me as well, and we're going to talk tomorrow about that fit club. So she's really on top of her goals. I think this month she has had an aha moment with the Diamond Group, since this is a couple times she's been in it, and I'm really excited to see you push yourself a little bit more, because I know that you can do it.
Thanks, Danielle.
Yeah, I saw that post today. I was reading it like right before the call. And I was like, good for you, because it's tough to admit when, you know what, I'm just not, it was just an excuse. And I think that you really just stepped it up. And that's great that you noticed that, and now you're gonna make a change, and you're gonna make a difference.
Definitely.
Jess, you are the last one.
Wait, I just have to comment real quick. Andrea's freezing because she's on the Ultimate Reset.
I was gonna ask her.
I was gonna comment on that before I started talking.
I was like, why has she got that blanket? I'm like, oh, she's on the reset.
Wait, I have to ask, what day are you on, and how?
I'm on day 5.
Okay.
And surprisingly, it's actually going really well. I really was afraid about it. I know I had spoke about that on our last call, and it's actually going well. And I can tell that my taste buds are changing already, because I actually got used to the taste of the seaweed, and I actually like the taste of the salmon. And I'm liking the taste of the miso soup now. So that's all been good stuff. And it's actually getting me to cook, because usually I'm lazy and I hate to cook. And Josh usually cooks everything. So last night was the first night I cooked everything myself. And I told him I actually enjoyed it. So he liked the sound of that.
Yay. Jess, you're up.
Okay.
Okay. My goals for this month is I need to maintain my diamond rank. I want to sign at least 2 more active coaches. I need to make Success Club 15 because it's cup month. And Allison, you should feel better because I am at -2, which I did not even know was possible until a week ago, and that hit me pretty hard. And then how I'm going to do this is also, I guess, another goal too, is I need to start posting more on Facebook and not just in my challenge group. It's hard with work and everything, but like we said, no excuses. And I always go for, my challenge group first because I feel, like I'm leading them and I don't want to, that comes first to me, but I need to start doing more of actual posting on Facebook. I'm about to be running another challenge group, but I'm thinking about maybe running a second one because I really haven't gotten any responses on that. And I went kind of crazy and invited like every one of my friends list, and I can't even invite to that one anymore. So I need to make a new invite for that. And I also want to, by the end of next week, get a like page up, finally. So that's what I think that's it.
Awesome goals. Just so you know, we've all been there with the -2. It's all hit us. And
it's killing me. I go into my office and it's just like staring me in the face.
The worst feeling ever. I remember when I didn't know about it when I first got it, and I was like, what is this -2 business? But don't worry, you'll get there. And I like that you're going to do a like page. That's awesome. What is your focus going to be?
Well, I actually, way before, I guess probably like 6 months before I signed up with this, I'm going to incorporate a website into it too. Kind of like Alicia has a website and she incorporates that with her like page, because I currently pay for a website that is like blank. And I was going to do it on like beauty tips and fashion and stuff like that. Just
Cool.
Basically anything that I'm interested in, I know other people are interested in, and incorporate obviously the health and fitness in there. So that's what I'm thinking.
Awesome. I like that idea. I really do. That's good. I think you're going to have a good month. And like pages are awesome. They are.
And that's a really great niche for you too, Jess. Like that's kind of like your thing. And you want people that are going to get your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I was at -4 one time. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to pull my ass out of this one? But I think I did. For the rest of you guys that don't know what that means, if you have somebody that returned a challenge pack, they take back the points. So if it's the beginning of the month or, whatever you have, they will literally subtract however many points that got returned. So you don't get to keep them.
And money.
They don't take the money out of your checking account because they can't do that.
No, they took it out of this week's for me.
What?
They deducted it from this week's commission.
Yeah, so they just take it from what you should have been getting for this week. What I have to ask you, Jess. Oh, what I want to say is sometimes I'll like take a bunch of pictures right on the weekend because that's when like for me like I wash my hair and put my makeup on and like have real clothes on, and I'll like change my clothes a couple times and take different pictures. Like the picture I took today, I didn't take it today. I don't know when I took it. I think I took it like on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. But I already had a post for that day, so I was like, all right, I'm not going to put 2 good posts up. So if you can kind of, use the time to actually sit down and say, okay, what do I want to be posting? And you can make the pictures for the post and even write them out during the weekend. That way when you are at work, if you're like in the bathroom, you can just like hit send. You know what I mean? So it's already
Yeah.
done and you don't have to like think about it. Cause I've been there and I know, you know, I have to go back to work on next Saturday. And I'm going to be in that same boat again where I'm like going, oh my God, it's like, it's been all day and I haven't posted anything yet. But I'll be prepared this time with posts ahead.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna mention the same thing. Like, even if you're just like grocery shopping and something looks like nice, like when you're in the vegetable aisle, or like, I mean, I just take random pictures all the time, and then like I'll scroll through them and post them. Like, just like Rose says, like some of them are mine of that day, some of them aren't. So just keep like a plethora of good post pictures.
And I really love like Throwback Thursdays or Transformation Tuesday or Flex Friday or Motivational Monday. You know, really like, you know, if you can't think of something, use that stuff. What else was I going to say with Throwback? Or like Transformational Tuesday. And this one is, I did this in the beginning a lot. And on our team page, you'll find it too. Like people will ask like who has 21 Day Fix transformation pictures. You can, you know, ask Allison. She has freaking amazing ones. And just be like, hey, Al, and she doesn't mind either. Do you mind if I like use your picture? And you can be like, Transformation Tuesday, this is one of the coaches on my team. Like I know her and, you know, whatever, like tell a little bit of her story. And you can use that like kind of for a promotion for your own challenge group. And then what did I say? What's Thursday? Or Throwback Thursdays. You can even use like just like an old picture of yourself, and maybe like the old way you used to think, or you know, just kind of try and think a little bit outside of the box, and you can really pull some posts together pretty quickly.
Or you can do Thirsty Thursday with Shakeology.
That's a good one.
Most college kids do it with beer, but you can do it with Shakeology.
So I think we're like almost at the last week of our group. Do we want to have another one for next week? Have these been helpful for you guys? Is there anything else you need from us? Because we want to obviously be helping you the best way possible. So any feedback is definitely helpful.
I just want to say a couple things real quick. I know that me and Jessica had a little bit of a conversation after my video the other day, and like she said she needs to get better with posting on Facebook. That definitely needs to be one of your goals, because you have a good story to tell, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear it. Not completely like, you don't have to tell like mine, but just open up little doors of yourself, and you'll probably attract a lot of people to your challenge groups. And as a coach, like attracts like. So that's definitely a good goal. I really, really stick to that one. You know, like I always say this, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, really, what are they going to do? Not like the photo or the video or the picture or the post? That's the worst that could happen. So I would just be more open about yourself.
Okay.
And don't ever think you don't have a story, because that's something I used to say is I don't have like, you know, I was never like completely broke, but shit, I struggled during the summer. You know, I don't get paid until mid-September, but I start work mid-August. It's like freaking, I'm like, why did I even agree to something like that in the first place, right? Kirsten, like, why did we agree to do that? Like, that makes no absolute sense. So that was like a little bit of my story that I shared today on social media. Was it something like huge? No, but it was something that was close to me, and, you know, really, like I hated just living like, you know, that paycheck to paycheck. And I'm like, oh my God, I only have $100 left in my account. I have to like not go out, not eat, not do anything until I get paid. But, you know, sharing those little stories bit by bit, you don't have to like blurt it all out at once. Just a little bit here and there. You're kind of breadcrumbing it. Yeah, so any you guys have any feedback for me or Danielle? What do we want to do? We want to do a call for next week? Just unmute yourselves and.
I would like to. I don't have any suggestions in particular of what to do it on, but I've definitely taken something like every week from this, so I'm open to anything you guys want to offer up.
I'm sure we can think of something.
Yeah. If you guys want it, definitely we'll be there.
And I'm really bad with the speaking thing, so any practice is good.
I mean, I think at this point, like, you kind of know everybody here, so it's
I do. I just feel like I'm under pressure. I'm telling you, it's just this fear, this public speaking thing.
I think
like now I'm fine,
Yeah,
but like
see?
right before I'm like, oh my god,
because it's like formal. It's not.
I'm the same exact way, believe it or not. Like, everyone says, like, oh, your videos are good. But if you guys could see, like, the outtakes of all these videos that you're watching, like, I'm cursing the world and I'm messing up and I'm, like, crying. So just know, we all feel like this at the beginning. You know, you get better as you go.
Some of my first videos that were, like, only 2 minutes long literally took me an hour and a half. And I I hid from Dave because I'm like, I just like stopped the recording. He's like, "What's taking you so long?" I'm like, "Go upstairs." I'm like, "You can't hear me say anything." And now I really don't give a crap. You really do change over time. You get used to it, and you kind of just go for it, I guess. All right, so we'll stick with this time next week, Thursday, 9 p.m. We'll definitely come up with something good. But if you guys have anything you want more information on, just post it in our group, and we'll get it out, and we'll keep posting like we are each day. Any last comments? Danielle, anyone? No? Alrighty then. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight.
Bye, everybody.
Later.
Bye, ladies.
Good night.
Bye.